Hello everyone. In this lecture, I'm going to talk to you about 7 steps or 7 advices to follow. If you follow each one of them, you will be able to write an efficient professional email very easily and effectively. Let's go and see 7 steps. A good professional email should have the following elements and should follow the following steps. The first step is the email should be clear, descriptive, short subject line. You should write a direct, concise subject line that defines the purpose of your email. A useful subject line will help your recipient find and focus on your email within their full inbox. For example, a subject line of an email could be something like yesterday meeting's minutes. So the recipient will directly know that this email will be talking or will be delivering the minutes of yesterday's meeting. Or application for a position name, for instance. So the employer will know that the email you're sending is applying for this certain position. So he or she will be interested in opening your email the first thing. Second step is the greeting or the salutation. As I said before, that the salutation should be a formal, professional one. Greet the recipient by their first name or last name and in a professional manner. And how can I do that? Number one, if I'm going to use dear and the recipient name, then I have to have dear. After it, I put the recipient's first name and then I use a comma. Or if I'm going to use dear sir or dear madam, we are going to write it dear sir, comma, or dear madam, comma. This kind of salutation, we use it in a more general form. Number 2, using dear sir or dear madam. We use this kind of salutation when we don't know the recipient we're sending the email to. So it's a kind of a more general professional salutation. We write it in the form of dear sir, comma, or dear madam, comma. Or we might use to whom it may concern. I might not be sure the recipient receiving my email is a male or a female. So in this case, I won't be using sir or madam. I will be using the sentence to whom it may concern. Also, I could use Mr. and Mrs. Dear Mr., last name, and then comma. Dear Miss, last name, and then a comma. Dear Mrs., last name, and then a comma. Or dear professor, and the professor's first name, and then a comma. I write it in a form of dear doctor, then the first name of the doctor, and then a comma. Another way of greeting to start our email with is good morning, Mr. Robert. In this case, I know that the name Robert is the last name of my recipient. So, good morning, Mr. Full stop, the last name of the recipient, and then a comma. Or simply, I could write greetings and then comma. After that, I start my email. The third step or the third advice you should follow is the introduction of your email. You should write in the first paragraph of your email, why are you sending this email, very briefly. If you have never communicated with the recipient before, you should introduce yourself first in one sentence and then tell the person why are you sending this email in another very short sentence. For example, we could write, thank you for your help with the XYZ project. Or, I enjoyed speaking with you yesterday on the phone. But you should keep this short so that you get to the point of your message quickly. Advice number 4, okay? is talking about your email body. Your email body should communicate directly your purpose, very clearly and concisely. Define your purpose and any actions you're requesting from the recipient as early in the email as possible. Make sure you break apart your paragraphs for easy reading. If possible, break apart action items or key pieces of information into bullets. Putting information into bullets make it a lot easier for the recipient to concentrate and get clearly what you want to say in your email. After that, we're gonna tackle the closing of your email. Before you end your message, include a sentence expressing gratitude and that you're thankful and opening the door for any inquiries or questions. Say something like, for example, don't hesitate to reach out if you have any queries, or thank you for your help. After that comes the section of the ending. Ending your email has to be as fast, short, and formal like greetings in emails. The safest ending would be either writing sincerely yours or respectfully yours. At the end of the email, the last final thing is your signature. As I've been telling you before, your signature is your identity, who you are. So always add a signature at the end of your email with your name, company, title, and phone number, so the person can easily reach you and get your information. If you follow all these steps and make sure none of them is missing in your email, make sure that your email is written professionally in a very correct way. Thank you, and see you in the other section.